Good morning. It's Monday, the whatever. I think the 30th, maybe the 31st, maybe the 1st. Don't really know. I'm climbing Telescope Peak this morning, but here's the issue. I just looked up how far away it is. It's 2 hours away. Now, so it's 2 hours away, and the sun goes down at 4:30. What time is it right now? 7:45. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus 4 hours. I got 9 hours of sunlight. It's gonna take me 2 hours to get there. So now I've got 7 hours of sunlight, and it's a 14-mile hike with 3,500 feet of elevation. So it's a 7-hour hike. So hypothetically, if I was to leave right now, I would have just enough time to finish it before the sunset. But realistically, I'm probably gonna leave here in 45 minutes to an hour. So the last hour I'll be coming down in the dark. Yeah, it's not the depending on how fast I hike. If I can save, it's a lot of time. I guess 5 minutes per mile. If I can go 5 minutes a mile faster, then I'll get done before it gets too dark. But we'll see. I'm gonna make eggs and cinnamon toast, and then we'll head out to Telescope Peak, and I'm gonna park the trailer. So if I was to take the trailer with me, I would have to backtrack 2 hours, but there's a spot that's 1 hour, it's in between, where I can park it. Well, I'll have to go back anyway to go to Sequoia. And then my biggest bummer, here's a big bummer. So you've got Death Valley and then like Sequoia. The issue is that I'm on this side, and I think you have to get over to that side of Sequoia. So I might have to go down and around if there's no roads, but I don't have internet, so I don't really know. So my map that I have, my paper map, is only gonna have major roads, and then my map that I have downloaded on my phone is only in the Death Valley area. So we'll see. I gotta get moving because I don't wanna come down in the dark from Telescope Peak. All right, woo. I'm on my way to Telescope Peak. It's showing that I'm an hour and 45 minutes away, and I should get there at 10:35, which means I've got 35 minutes of time to make up so I don't get stranded out in the dark. 49 miles until I'm supposed to turn on Immigrant Canyon Road, which there's a campsite on Immigrant Road. So I think I'm gonna drop the trailer there and then continue on the last 45 minutes without the trailer. But we'll see, we'll find out. Who knows? All right, we are at sea level. We're going down. Eventually, we're gonna get to 11,000 feet above sea level. So I'm about to go down to like 200 feet below sea level, and then we're gonna get 11,000 above, which is crazy. I'm telling you, I mean, just keep running away from fall. I keep finding it. Look at these trees. Odds are Telescope Peak is gonna kick my butt. It's 14 miles, 7 one way, 7 back, with 3,400 feet of elevation gain, most of which being in the first 2.5 and the last mile. So, about a half mile in, I had to take off my jacket, stretch my Achilles. Those are always the things that get tight. The oxygen isn't really ever an issue. Quads, calves, hamstrings, nothing like that. It's my Achilles. They always get so tight, but there's Death Valley, Badwater Basin. It's right there. It's 282 feet below sea level, and we're somewhere around 8,500 feet above sea level right now. Losing oxygen, but challenges are good. I think that's the peak that we're headed towards. When we get there, we've made it. It's gonna take a while though. All right, that's Death Valley. Now take a look at this. Just straight up ice. Could have snow cones in Death Valley, all natural too. It's like it's real ice. All right, I'm on my way back down from Telescope Peak. Apparently it's the thing to do in Death Valley if you're real. So I'm walking back down. I'm 2 miles into it. I've got a little over 4 miles to go. I've been running a good little portion and I'm averaging like 15-minute miles, but I have to be a little careful because after I run for a little bit, my head starts to hurt because of, I think, the lack of oxygen, the elevation. So I run for like a quarter of a mile, walk for a quarter of a mile, run for a quarter of a mile, walk for a quarter of a mile. And it's super convenient having the downhill slope. So with that being said, we'll make it down to the bottom. It's looking like it should take me, I don't know if I'll be able to do it in an hour, but sorry, hour and 30 minutes total, but we'll see. We'll see how long it takes. I got a stopwatch recording. Almost there. Oof. Pretty tired. Oh, it's been an hour and 30 minutes since I've been headed down. I'm at 11.4. I think I need to go to like 12.6-ish? 12.6-ish. So a little over a mile. See if I finish it in an hour and 45. Here we go. All right, it's 37 degrees at the 8,000 feet of elevation. So I bet it was cold up there. I bet it was probably lower 30s at the 11,000 feet of elevation, which would make sense why my hands hurt so much. But I'm back in the truck. Overall, Telescope Peak, I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. Great views, is a long, pretty hard hike. So I wish it wasn't as long or as hard. I'll take a long hike, but not a long, hard hike. So I'm headed back to the trailer. It'll take a little while because the roads are a little rough. And then to Sequoia area. So I'll see ya there. Okay, Kelsey and Brian, I am leaving Death Valley and I just went over the crest where now you start to go downhill. I'm at 5,000 feet and now I'm starting to go downhill. This is where our brakes caught on fire the very first summer that y'all had the motorhome. So I've got my trailer brakes on and my engine brake on. Hopefully it doesn't happen again because it's at night and I'm in Death Valley, and yeah, so fingers crossed. I will never forget the summer that we caught the brakes on fire in Death Valley. All right, I think I've made it out. I'm in the clear. Brakes are not on fire that I'm aware of. Somehow, some way, I'm back in San Bernardino, which I feel like I've been in forever. The San Bernardino County is either massive or just by coincidence, I keep driving through San Bernardino. Like, this is the third time, I think. It's 6:30 and it looks like the whole town's already shut down. So, maybe the next one. And there's no cell phone service yet, which is a real bummer because I was betting on getting some cell phone service and there's nothing. I'm like, in the city, no service. But what you gonna do? I'm a little tripped out because the signs say, why does it drop down to 55? The signs say that I'm 15 miles or whatever from Mojave, but hopefully it's just a city. They're not talking about the desert. I'm entering into California City, population 13,000. Looks like they've got a ton of windmills just from the lights flashing. But I'm freaking out a little bit because I passed through San Bernardino again, and if I go through Mojave again, it's like I keep going through the same place over and over for some reason. But my GPS says I will get to my campsite at 11:15 if I don't stop. But I'm gonna stop, so I'll probably get there around midnight and hopefully get set up, go to bed, be asleep by 1, and I'll wake up when I wake up. So, in Sequoia. It's just a longer drive than I hoped for. I had to go more north than I expected. I also need to figure out where I'm going to fly out of and where I'm going to keep the trailer. So all of those details are great. But we'll figure it out. Hopefully I find some food here pretty soon. If not, I might have a bowl of cereal. I bought cereal at the beginning of the trip. Haven't had it. So, we'll see. I wasn't allowed to eat inside of the restaurant. So I'm sitting at the park next door on a cold bench eating. See how it says Mojave? Trips me out. I just got to my campsite. It says road closed. I just drove so far. And I've got a long trailer and no cell phone service. I'm gonna see if I can open up the gate. Okay. Oh man. It was a great idea to get here at midnight. Top notch idea there, pal. But I am parked just right in front of the gate where it says that the road's closed. So I'm just kind of gonna ask for forgiveness, not for permission. And I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna take a shower because I still haven't showered yet. I'm tired. Moral of the story. So I'll see you in the morning. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't have any cell phone service. The reason why I picked this campsite is because they said it was dispersed and there was good cell phone service as of October of 2020. But clearly they've shut it down since, and there's nothing I can do about it.